Some leftover Halloween candy there for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Who are you here to see?
Am I under arrest?
Not right now.
Well, can I leave?
Before I can finish explaining who we are and why we're here, he takes off for the front door.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Another day, another classic TCAP reaction. And in today's episode, we meet a standoffish predator that almost seems offended that Chris Hansen is wasting his time with this sting operation. I have no idea why this dude has this attitude that he does, but make sure you watch till the very end because it is quite hilarious to see. Without any further ado, let's just get right on into it, shall we?
That white Ford Explorer up front is ours.
40-year-old David Pan heads toward our undercover house, and without so much as a knock on the door, Pan brazenly walks in.
Jeez, and we have another one of these super creeps. This is what I classify this type of dude. The ones that don't even seem suspicious about this and just seem super confident that they are indeed going to meet this person that they thought they were speaking to on the internet. The dude doesn't even think to knock. He literally acts like he owns the place and just walks right on in. If that is not absolutely terrifying, I don't know what to tell you, because even if I go to a friend's house and I've been friends with them my entire life, even if I consider their family like my family, you could not find me just waltzing into somebody's house like this without even letting off a single knock. Like, that is just some psychopath behavior right there.
Halloween candy and root beer, and I think there's ice. I put some in, but it might have melted. I don't know.
Make you a root beer?
Yep.
It's so awkward. I know it's obviously part of the procedure because they have to make sure these decoys are safe. Obviously, this is Dell, who works with P-Justice, the people that work with Chris Hansen on these investigations, so she knows what's up, all right? Probably one of the better decoys, but it is hilarious to see them just cut, and all of a sudden she's standing behind this pool table, almost as if taking cover, like 20 feet away from this dude. Like, that's not spooky at all. This random person that I'm hanging out with is just social distancing with me before that was a thing, and just begging me to pour them a soda. But as we all know, these guys always overlook this stuff because they're not thinking with their main head right now, and therefore they're willing to look past all of these giant red flags, which is a good thing because that allows them to get more evidence for the court by being here.
In the freezer?
As he heads into the kitchen to get ice, Dell leaves.
Oh, let's go. That's how they're doing this, bro. Literally, they're having the guy go to the freezer off frame and then doing a reveal that way. Dude, I freaking love when they add new strategies to this show. That is absolutely brilliant. The dude's just gonna pop back out and be like, dude, the freezer ice doesn't work either. Is this like a rental? And then he's just gonna see Chris Hansen there and his whole demeanor is going to change. Just watch. I love that they did it this way.
So when he comes back, instead of the pretty young girl, he meets me.
Find the ice okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's come over and have a seat.
Ooh, we got a tough guy walk. Let's go. And we got some yes sirs. He's already subservient to our Lord Chris Hansen. That is so funny. This dude actually is just thinking that he's having a good time here, and as soon as he pops out, his whole world is altered, and he's just thinking about his marriage, if it exists. His whole family is going to go away as a result of this. Most likely, at least. And probably his job there, too.
Got some leftover Halloween candy there for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Who are you here to see?
Tori.
Tori. And how old is Tori?
Tori's 13.
And dude is being honest about the age at least, but am I the only one who thinks he looks a little bit pissed off? Like, you literally have some balls on you to be in this scenario right now, being the bad guy. Like, literally, across all cultures of the world, everybody would unanimously agree you are a bad person for doing what you're doing, and you have the gumption, if that's the word, to be offended that Chris is wasting your time by asking you these questions about this terrible act you're doing. What a bozo, dude. I already dislike this dude for what he's doing, but he's just giving us even more reason to hate his guts.
13.
You send her any pictures?
She asked for pictures?
She asked for it.
Yes.
Asks you to send her pictures of your and you do it.
It's just a picture.
Oh my god. This dude's attitude is blowing my freaking mind right now. So we obviously know what kind of pictures they're talking about, but this dude sent that over and is being all nonchalant about it, even though he just was straight up about this person's age. Obviously, that is crossing 1,000 different lines, and he's like, dude, it's just a picture. It's a bunch of pixels arranged in a certain way. It could have been a painting that she saw on her phone. It could have been me and, you know, parts of me, or it could have been a pretty rainbow. It matters how the pixels are arranged and which color they are. That's really all it is. It's not like she saw the real thing. Like, dude, you can't talk in loops around this. There is no way for you to excuse you sending a photo like this to somebody who said they were literally a quarter of your age.
No, I suppose so.
While he admits to sending the picture of his parts. He insists he wasn't going to do anything.
Dude just gives in and concedes and is like, oh wait, actually, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It probably would cross over into the, you know, against the law territory by the old age thing and the fact that I did send this on my own volition. So, yeah, okay, you got me on that one. But I wasn't here to do anything, bro. We were just chilling. Look, I just poured this root beer. I was just trying to sit back and maybe play some pool. Now watch, they're gonna find a bunch of balloons in his pocket. We know how this routine goes. They always say that, and it's just so weird to have anybody say that with, like, the expectation that the other person's going to be fooled, because none of us would ever believe that BS excuse for one moment, especially when it's somebody in this situation saying that.
I have a daughter that's 13.
Why aren't you spending some time with your daughter who's 13?
She's in Wisconsin.
How would you feel when
Well,
there was
I'm
no...
looking something up and up.
And shockingly, this dude actually has a kid of his own, and would you know it, they're the same age as the decoy. Red freaking flag right there. Thankfully, this kid lives states away from him, I'm sure for certain reasons. Maybe the mom wisened up and realized how much of a creep she had a child with, but oh my god, that is absolutely disgusting and foul. And then the dude is like, well, you ask me if a similar situation happened with my daughter, I would just hope that guy has good intentions and he's a good dude like me who's just trying to hang out. Like, that is so creepy, dude. And it just shows that he sees himself as the hero in his story still, as if he's not committing literally one of the worst acts you could possibly commit in modern society, or any society at any time.
He appears finished answering questions and starts asking some of his own.
Am I under arrest?
Not right now.
Well, can I leave?
I absolutely love when these dudes think that Chris Hansen's a cop. I get that he kind of gives off cop energy, but no, you're not under arrest yet, dude. They're waiting outside to arrest you. If you do try to run, though, when Chris Hansen says no, then they will arrest you very forcibly and very quickly, I'm sure. But this dude's probably also about to ask, you're not a cop, right? Because if I ask you, you got to tell me if you're a cop, bro. It's the rules. We got a real legal expert over here.
Well, I have some more questions for you first.
I'm
You start saying that you can't talk to 13-year-olds. Wait a minute. You talk about being a predator.
And this freaking coward hears that he's not being arrested and decides to leave, which, like I said, that's still not going to change the outcome of him possibly being arrested here in a couple seconds, which it's not a possibility, but he doesn't know that. It's actually a certainty. But how dare you leave before Chris can even do the reveal, man? You are literally ruining the entire fun part of the show, you freaking coward.
Before you leave, I want to tell you one thing.
No, sir.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline.
Before I can finish explaining who we are and why we're here, he takes off for the front door.
Dude almost falls over the rug while he's trying to leave when the boom mic guys come out. Oh my god, this dude is an absolute idiot. Thankfully, he walks outside and gets detained, and we do have a couple clips of him being interviewed here by the police afterwards. I love when they include these clips because it's a part of the show that I wish we saw more of. Same with their court hearings, but I guess that could be kind of boring. I get why they don't include it.
Right, okay. I guess I'm under arrest, huh?
We're going to go down the end here. We're going to make a left turn.
And this dude is actually such a bozo. He's literally being kneeled on. They have his hands behind his back with the cuffs going on. He's like, oh, I guess I'm under arrest, huh? Like, yeah, obviously you are getting freaking arrested, dude. That is literally what happens when you get put in handcuffs. But I love that he just adds in a little quip here as if he's the main character of some crappy Nickelodeon show in the 2000s. Like, I'm being arrested right now, aren't I? Yeah, that's me being arrested right now. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation.
I know.
I'm having difficulty with it.
Well, yeah, I gotta understand. I mean,
Okay.
maybe the thought was there, but you know better. I understand this was, what I did was wrong.
Hey man, you gotta understand, the thought was there, but you know better, and that's why I have the personal, self-control to still go over there and hang out as friends, but I just know I can't elevate it. Like, dude, this isn't a coworker you have a crush on that you're talking about here. This is an entirely different situation. There is no, gray area where it's okay to be hanging out alone with this person. You should not have been in that house, and that alone is gonna land you in the slammer, hopefully.
Have you ever been arrested, David?
Yeah, I've been arrested.
What were you accused of?
It was assault, actually. It was 18 years ago.
And shocking to nobody, this dude does have a criminal history that involves other SA, which obviously many of you know what that acronym is on the internet nowadays. You can look it up if you don't know what I mean, but yeah, this dude has been a monster and a creep for a long time. That was almost 2 decades ago that he got arrested for that last case. So yeah, let's take this dude off the streets and be done with it, because clearly he cannot play well with the rest of society.
This time, he appears before Judge Kathy Hayden, and she sets his bail.
Your bail is set at $50,000. I need you to sign at the bottom.
And the dude gets a $50,000 bail. Sadly, this was part of the investigation where the DA just did not pursue many of these cases. They found some inconsistencies with the way that they did the investigation. So really, I guess this was just public humiliation, and the dude had to go through the court process, which I'm sure was partially expensive, but nowhere near justice here, which is unfortunate. But I want to know what you guys thought of this case down in the comments below. Do you agree with me this dude's attitude was totally out of left field and just not deserving of that entitlement there? Like, dude, you are about to be arrested. You should not be getting angry at the person who is exposing you for being a creep. Like, it's your fault you're in this house in the first place, bozo. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. Shout out to my patrons as always for supporting me over there. I appreciate your guys' support by showing likes in the video as well very much, and leaving a comment if you made it to the end. Comment Grim Squad for life. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until next time, peace out.